welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be talking not watercolor but gouache paint, and I'm going to show you what you can do with those horrible ugly paintings that probably just stacked up in the corner. And I'm going to actually take the new DANEIL SMITH watercolor gouache. That's right, I said the new DANEIL SMITH watercolor gouache. It just came out the beginning of this month of November. If you're watching this in the replay, it's probably been out, but do you even know about the DANEIL SMITH watercolor and gouache? Alright, and check this out. So I've been playing with it, and I've been really enjoying how it plays differently than other gouaches. And I'm going to show you how to stack. So thank you so much for being here. My name is Gabriel Stockton, and let's get down to it. Alright, so here we go. I've got this ugly painting, and we're going to use this gouache right here. This painting was just actually a nice little trimmed off piece from a painting that I didn't need. So let's go ahead and get out some gouache. We've got some wonderful colors here we're going to use to really make this pop. Look at this gorgeous. We're going to make up this green with this pyrrole orange. There's one, not two, but three greens. We're going to make a flesh tone. So let's go ahead and get out a sketchbook. I got this Escoda sketchbook that was given to me by the Escoda family, and I've been using it for gouache. And let's go ahead and do some mixes for some flesh tones. These are all pyrrole oranges, and we're going to mix them to these three different greens and see what would work for a nice flesh tone. So a little bit about this gouache. So gouache is an opaque medium. So I can, unlike building colors for watercolor that are transparent, we're going to put a medium down that's going to build in opacity. What does that mean? I can actually build from dark to lights now. When you're doing watercolor, we're doing this lights to darks, and when you're creating a painting. And I'm starting to like this second color just a little bit more, but let's go ahead and mix this other color. We've got this other green here, and is it gonna play well or not? I don't know, so let's just try it, because this is my first time using this gouache. I'm very familiar with the DANEIL SMITH watercolors, but I'm playing and I'm experimenting, and I think that speaks volumes in just understanding a medium, allowing yourself to play. Let's add a little bit of water to that and see how that looks. You can add water to this medium. Let's add a little more orange and see what that looks like. A little bit lighter. We got a little more water. Let's mix this up. This is looking a little too orange. I think I'm going to go with this one. What do you think? If you've already made it to 3 minutes and you're enjoying this, go ahead and smash that like button and hit subscribe. Let's go ahead and go with these two colors. And another wonderful thing is you could do whatever you want in your sketchbook. You don't have to show your sketchbook to anybody. It is yours. So here's a figure that maybe he's walking down the road, and possibly let's let's add another character, maybe seeing both legs. Does this look better with one leg or two legs? Now, just for fun and experimenting, maybe just see what a king would look like sitting at his throne. You've got to let some time for play. And I'm not going to just be super strict on myself. There's times where I'm just going to have some time to doodle. I don't have hobbies. I do watercolor painting. And here we go. Let's go ahead and take that color for our face. This is the pyrrole orange. And then let's go ahead and make that not so bright and just drop some green in there. This is called mixing into wet and wet. It is slightly damp, but I'm just characterizing and playing with each figure here. Let's go ahead and get out our ultramarine blue. I'm not too worried about, mixing this color. I just want to just kind of block in a shirt, maybe a pair of pants for our king sitting at the wonderful, just go with it. This guy is definitely, you're seeing one leg forward, one leg behind. We got a nice jacket here. And we've got two legs. But there's nice little implied breakage of light and whatnot. So this king sitting on the throne, am I gonna put a king underneath an umbrella? Most likely not. I'm just having fun with the pigment, just seeing what it does. I really like this brush. This brush is a Perla. Perlas are made by Escoda. Escodas are made in Barcelona, Spain. And I've just lucked out to know the gentleman who makes these for me. Excuse my squawky chair as I get a little more comfier. But check this out. We are going to just have some fun right here. Just seeing brush to paper to pigment on the surface. And here we are getting kind of a sense of some kind of king that's sitting. If you don't take time just to play and experiment and doodle, you've lost some growth. And that's just my own experience. Alright, so here we are, back at our painting. I've got my mechanical pencil, and I'm kind of just roughly sketching out. I really like this one figure, and I think I'm just going to go with it because, I allowed myself to have some playtime. Why? Because sometimes you can't take yourself too serious and just go ahead and break away. It's good to quit looking at what you're doing in hand and take some really good breaks and just enjoy the process. So I'm really happy with this one figure, and I'm just going to go and lay it down with some nice simple shadow, and we're going to go ahead and get painting here shortly. Alright, right off with our pyro orange again that we figured out that would be a good flesh tone. And then we got our green. Let's go ahead and get that face on this figure. I'm going to go ahead and mix in those colors, and I'm going to go and just figure out how this is going to lay. This is just a nice little test. And then I can add just a little more orange there. With gouache being so opaque, I can allow myself to make mistakes. I can build upon this painting. If there's an area, it can be so forgiving. And so here we could add a little bit of white. That's titanium white. And we can go ahead and get out our blue that we were playing around with. This is the ultramarine blue, which is one of my favorites in watercolor as well. So now I can start building this person's body. And I think you're going to really like the end result here. The end result takes a minute, though, to get there. So allow yourself time to build up the layers. I explained this. So stacking. I said this word stacking. Stacking. Well, if you've ever taken a clay class with sculpture and you're building the portrait onto a face, you're building these nice little layers. And so this is the first layer on our person right here. And as you can see, it's just really simple. I mean, it's almost childlike painting. And this is just my first little coat. I still have that wonderful umbrella that I'm gonna just leave. I might put some little accents. we've got these great textures with the watercolor just around on the page. And here we've got some white. We're just going to add it. I could add a little bit of water to what was already previous there, but I'm going to go ahead and put just a little bit more down. Here we've got the shirt in. I did sneak that shirt in. It's quite funny. Recording these, remember to hit record, but I'm just shaving down some time for you. You don't have to watch me paint a shirt for this guy. Let's go ahead and add a hat to this guy. You know, I was kind of thinking of this gentleman that was walking by. He was like the Coca-Cola guy or whatever, the guy that brings all the beverages to this. This is like a place here in San Diego. It's called Oceanside Harbor. And you'll see the guy that's dropping off the beers or dropping off the kegs or, the different sodas and whatnot to fill the machines. And so here we go. We could go ahead and put some highlights now on his jacket and underneath his like a little reflective thing that's on his jacket. Gonna go ahead now put some light on his hat and his other shoulder. And he's gonna start to pop forward from our foreground. You know, allow yourself enjoying the process of painting. When you allow yourself to enjoy the process of painting, the beauty thing that happens is you lose track of time. If you have a hard time getting some time to sit down, and I had a really hard time finding time to actually sit down and paint in the studio. It's easy to paint while you go out plein air painting. You just find another place to go paint. I like in that shadow. It's just nice with that texture. It just gives my eye. Let's go and put a hand here on our gentleman. I'm enjoying using this brush, not just like a pencil, even though this Esco de Perla holds a really good point. But I can allow myself some lovely, lovely little details. Now it's time to add some gouache somewhere else in our painting. And let's go after that umbrella. It's a nice little example right here that I can add some color that's gonna make that umbrella even a little more believable and make it pop nicely. You don't have to make that stem go all the way down. There's gonna be a table there, there's gonna be people sitting there. Let's go ahead and put some highlights with some of that titanium white. I don't need to go too cray-cray with the white. I can just add some little dots and dashes where there's just like little areas of light bouncing there. Now that we have our umbrella, why don't we go ahead and put a table down and put some people sitting at that table having a great conversation. Now, I don't need to go too detailed on these people and this table back there. It just needs to give some kind of like reality that there's other things going on. This is called supporting actors. I really am big on having supporting actors in my paintings that make this painting just a little more believable. There doesn't need to be too much information on this waiter taking the order from the people that are ready to eat a wonderful seafood meal. I can add just a little more gouache over some of this texture because I don't need all that texture. I need some areas where my eye can just relax. Let's go ahead and just soften and cool down this area to really push and pull. We've got now a foreground, we've got now a middle ground, and if you just remember, holy mackerel, what we had to start with, It really just needed to be thrown in the trash can. But now we're starting to get a real sense of this lovely building where people dine and eat. And this gentleman that's walking by the river front where there's this wonderful area of these gorgeous rocks and rockway. Let's go and put some diagonals, some verticals, and this is going to push and pull. How do we build up space in a painting? Well, we add diagonals, we add some wonderful highlights, we add some verticals, we even stack some really nice horizontals. These horizontals, verticals, and diagonals, along with textures, give us a really nice sense of this background, foreground, middle ground. Remember, we do start with this intimidating white surface of paper. Look at there. There's some more verticals, horizontals, and diagonals on the roof, which makes it slant back. Alright, this is for that special person that just has to have details. Let's go and put a name tag on there. No, I'm not going to put his name, but I'm going to put like some little markings that might say like, hey, this is the Pepsi Cola guy, or this is the guy that delivers the kegs of the Budweiser, and we see this guy all the time. He comes in, or another guy wearing this outfit. Well, that's it. What do you think of this? I'm digging it. Let's go ahead and take off the tape. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope it's encouraging for you to try out some gouache. Go ahead and purchase some different gouaches. Give them a go. Tell me what you figured out. And keep asking those questions. Here again is my sketch with my colors. And you could do this. Everybody could do this because we're just playing and enjoying and experimenting the wonderful world of water media. Thank you so much. My name is Gabriel Stockton. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. See you soon. Wait. So go see some of the other videos on watercolor and gouache here at my channel. I think you're going to learn possibly something else. And thank you so much. Go ahead and go into the notes and you can find some links for those colors and brushes. Alright, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. You guys are awesome, and I'll see you at the next video. Take care. See you.